About a week and a half ago, I posted this series of pictures to my Instagram. I got a comment saying, "This is too local, I swear, but add FTC Skate Shop in East Village and Labor Skate Shop in Chinatown, please." So myself and a fellow builder in the City of Sequoia project named Beppis set out to build 3 different buildings. Beppis ended up building 42 and 44, with the larger building directly to the right. So I set out to build an architecturally and structurally realistic 48 Canal Street in under 1 hour. Grab your coffee, settle in, and let's get building. Alright, what's up? This is the lot that we're working with. We are building 48 Canal Street, approximately. It's mostly just the front facade, and I'm probably going to copy it maybe to the back. Maybe I'll change it up a little bit. In real life, it looks a little something like this. Here you go. Here's Google Maps. This is 48 Canal Street. Beppis built this one and this one over here, which are these 2 right here. They also added a skate shop down here, which is Labor Skate Shop, which is an actual place, which is pretty cool. And lots of other stuff in here. But I'm going to save that for the Sequoia update video because my timer is already running. So let's hurry it up. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 floors. And it does poke up above this one. So these ones are 5, and you have 7, and then you have a little bit of a penthouse mechanical suite sort of thingy up here. Then a little extra thing on top. Now this side is diagonal. I'm not going to be doing this. I'm probably going to be cutting it off about here. We'll see how much time I have, but let's start by sizing this out. Okay, so I always do this: green wool and some gray wool. Let's see here. I'll do a little something like this. So these, anything that is gray, this is open space, so it'll essentially be you can walk in here. And then anything that's green, this is going to be the floor or ceiling. So it'll be something like this. Now, normally I always recommend having 2, so this would be your ceiling, this would be your floor for the next floor above. But I might break my own rules, but I'm not quite sure yet. So I kind of want to follow what Beppis has right here. And this is really cool. Look at all these texturing, that's cool. Sorry, getting distracted. All right, I'm gonna break my own rules. Stack that up there. And, ooh, that's a cool truck. I like that, that's a nice pattern. Okay, so you have a cornice on top here, that is this thing. And just a little architecture lesson. This right here, it sticks out because rain usually falls vertically. Sometimes it falls horizontally, but most of the time it falls vertically. And you want to try to keep as much rain off the facade, that is just the outside of your building, as possible. So they add this over top that sticks out, and then it helps push the rain in onto the rooftop rather than onto the facade, because some of it does get in, because not every building is waterproof. In fact, you don't want them to be waterproof entirely because you want water to get out. But that is a physics lesson for another time. Okay, so we have the sizing. Actually, no, let's go for the massing. So massing is basically just making the blocks. So yeah, okay, let's see here. I am going to use yellow. This is me. And this is Matta's building, by the way. Matta's right there. I think he's recording right now. Also, if you want to apply for a builder in this city, feel free. Go to alpine1.co. Check out the top right corner in Sequoia, a Minecraft city. Alrighty, so I'm going to go over here. 3, 4, 5. Let's take this. If I could type correctly, that would be phenomenal. I'm going to do a little something like this. Stack 6 more floors up. There you go. And then what I'm going to do, stack 1 up. There you go. So that is the cornice right up there. I'll probably actually bring it up maybe another one, to be honest. Something like that. And yeah, then I'll mass out the top here. I did find some floor plans online, and basically there is 1 staircase and 1 elevator. Well, there might be 2 staircases, I'm not entirely sure, but it's on the right hand side. I'm gonna go with 1 staircase and 1 elevator, even though by building code you're supposed to have 2, and that's the reason why staircases on the outside of buildings exist, specifically in New York. But again, that is a history lesson for another time. This is my block palette, by the way. So I laid this out beforehand. Yeah, there you go. So stairs on RHS, right-hand side. The text on the sign has a shadow. Interesting. Sorry, getting distracted. Okay, let's get this out of here. I have my light block, which I'll get that back later. But I think I'm going to start with the structural elements. So this is going to be a structurally realistic building. I try to do this with every single one of my builds. So essentially you're going to have this thing called a shear wall, which most of the time goes in the center of the building. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words. So I'm going to go a little something like this. But normally a shear wall goes in the center of the building. Sorry, I'm just thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means I need 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm probably just saying gibberish to most people that are watching this video, but trust me, it makes sense to me. I'm gonna go like this. Walls, hands, and then cut this out. Set that to 1, just to change that up. So basically, when you hear me counting like that, I'm just trying to size this out so that I can get this the correct dimensions. There you go. Put that one there, put that one there, put that one there. Okay. And redstone torches, I like to do a little something. We'll put it up there. I really like, for these emergency staircases here, to really be kind of moody. I'm using Distant Horizons and Bliss shaders, by the way, on version 1.21.4. No, this map is not available for download. No, you cannot visit it just yet, but stay tuned, subscribe, get that bell on, and you will be notified when you can visit it. But essentially, the reason that I designed my stairs this way, you can stack it up like this. Actually, let's get that one more. Bring that all the way up there. And this would be on the rooftop or in that weird penthouse looking thing. So we can take that out. And I'm going to do this. Actually, we'll take this out. Place 0, 20. 20 is glass. There you go. Looks a little something like this. Wow, I suck at flying. I'm going to put that right there. And then look at that. Just walk down. Make sure all of your stairs connect. They do, because I have done this 1,000 times. Not to brag or anything, but I'm an expert at stairs. Okay, so now what I want to do, I would like to have an elevator, so I'm going to do something like this. Essentially, that goes there. And then let me take this. Walls 1. There you go. That looks pretty good. Okay. Down here. I know this is very difficult to see the difference in the textures here, but there is indeed a difference. This is stone, this is andesite. So I'm going to go down like this. Set, I don't know what I want to set this as. Usually I go with something dark. Interesting. What's this? Yeah, let's do that. Place 0, 101. That is your iron bars. Do that, connect them. I just like doing a little something like that. And what else? Maybe a little something like that. Like this. And then we're going to take this and go across here. We are going to take a button, pale oak button. I love that there's now white wood with pale oak. That is pretty cool. I like that. Okay, that looks good. Let's see. What do you call them? Doors. Do not want a trapdoor. I would like a regular door. Maybe? No? Okay. I'm gonna go with the pale oak. And maybe, what's that? Trapdoor? Yeah, you know what? Nope, that's not what I want. I'm gonna do a little something like this. A little trick I like to use. Looks pretty decent. Stack should be 7 up. Yep, there you go. So now you can open that. And then this is more just for decoration, to be honest, to make the door look taller. Because this is at a 1.5 to 1 scale instead of a 1 to 1 scale, meaning that everything is 50% larger than in real life. So if you have a tower that is 100 meters tall that you are building, you, in this city, would build it at 150 blocks tall. So that's kind of the conversion rate. Hey, Matto, what's going on? He's building some cool stuff. This is his building. Sorry, distracted. Get back here. All right. Let's see. So, structural. I am going to start essentially... Okay, I'm going to use some fancy world edit, so bear with me. Fill hand, so I'm holding my andesite here, and the radius of 50, even though I don't need it. Actually, let's bring this down. Sometimes it glitches, and a depth of 1. A little something like that. There you go. So basically, it's the bottom half of myself right here that you want to stick where it is going to fill. I love these shaders. It's very cool. Whoa, see? Sorry, Matt. Sorry. There you go. And a little something like this. It's a little tricky sometimes. And nope, I definitely messed that up again. There you go. And there you go. All right. So there you go. There's some realistic structural elements. Maybe I'll add some columns, but this is kind of an old building. I believe it's like 1942 or something. So I think it might be externally load bearing, like essentially like having these bricks here as load bearing on the outside, but I'm not entirely sure. Typically, the masonry back in that time was load-bearing on the outside, but I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Okay, let's take that. Let's select this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 7 up. That's not right. What did I do? I messed something up. Okay, so that one, and then I'm going to select down here. I'm going to stack 1 up because I have to get rid of that. And let's see. Going to do a little something like this. Select there, select there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stack 6 up. Very nice. So this top one is not actually going to be like this. This is going to be what you call an elevator overrun. Can't multitask. What am I doing? Iron block. There you go. So let's see. So it would essentially be something like this, which is just your stuff that goes onto the roof. Typically it's not actually open on the roof, but yeah, it looks kind of like this. Basically just that big block that you see. Yeah. Anyway, let's go and see if there's anything else that we can build real quick before we start on the exterior. Nope. Okay, let's actually take a look here. And yeah, okay, we'll leave this massing for later, but we're gonna go down here. That truck is in a very inconvenient spot, but now we're gonna go here and we're gonna try and build this. Okay, so straight across here you have white, and then it switches, switches, switches. You have sort of like a mini cornice right here. And okay, they're all different except the shapes of these are similar, so I might do something similar to that. This is not going to look exactly like this because I gotta finish this build fast. Okay, so I'm gonna go down to my palette here. I'm gonna take, let's see. So this looks like a quartz pillar right here, and then you have something else at the bottom. So if I take my quartz, and then what is this? Block of quartz. I think I could probably do that. And then maybe something like this. I do want to incorporate some walls too. Ooh, this is cool. Oh, cool, you have a staircase here. Very nice, Matta, very nice. I don't know where, oh, he's hanging up. All right. Up here, to make this feel sort of complete, I am also going to use the same material as down there. Okay, and before I forget, I'm going to go all the way up here, and I'm going to replace yellow with, nope, yellow with 1, and when you type 1, that is just stone. So it'll look a little something like that. Okay, water break. Delicious. All right, so let's see. Okay, I'm gonna get the frame of this out first. Okay, this here I'm probably going to use, I'm gonna use this right here. Take some of that. So on the sides, what do you have on the sides? So that's when it transitions into the brick, which, okay, I'm gonna build with full blocks to start, actually. Let's start with full blocks, and then I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna put some of these walls and maybe some of these details in afterwards, because otherwise I'm going to spend way too long on it. So that's gonna go like that. Okay, so you have 2 floors, and then it transitions into that one. So I'm going to place 45. 45 is the ID for bricks. That is right. There you go. And then down here you have that sort of mini cornice. That, let's see. So I'm going to take that. We're going to go like this. And basically just bring this across. Also, this is a beautiful tree by Jay, who is a member of Cube's community. He's a staff member, and he has been building a lot of these really nice looking trees here. Now, I know they're a bit unconventional, see, with the levers and the granite and all that stuff, but, you know, if you come all the way back here, I think it looks pretty good. But, sorry, getting distracted again. Okay, so you have that one. The next one, it's pretty comparable, to be honest. Like, I know this one, it's sort of circular, and these ones are just more squares, but for the sake of Minecraft, I think I'm just going to make them the same. But this section, like these two floors right here, and these two floors, at least on the exterior, look very similar and very comparable, except for that, so I'll change that up. But, yeah, okay. I think I can make that work. Maybe? Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this split here. But, okay, for now, let's just do this to make my life easier. You know, we could probably do that. Maybe. I don't know. I'm figuring this out as I go. Okay. Stack one up. That accidentally copied that. So that looks okay. I can take this out now because I clearly know where the changes between floors are. And then up here, okay, so that's basically just brick. Yeah, this is challenging. Okay, all right. Well, let's do some brick then. Let's only do that. Yellow 45. And okay, all right. Then maybe up here. So you have this top one. Yeah, okay, so I want to leave that. So I'm going to set hand. And then maybe I'll just kind of pull this across. Speed build. We're going fast, fellas. And I'm going to take this. I like building in a city, because when you see a material, you can just go over there and, you know, go and grab it. So maybe I will do a little something like that, just to make it a little bit more thick. Just like that. Okay. So that looks decent. So I know in this building, like, this is more of like a tan, and I could use sandstone, but I think, to be honest, I want to keep it as just white instead. At least for now. Maybe I'll go back and change it. Probably not. But you never know. Okay, so that one. Can I do something like this? I don't know if this is going to work too well. That's all right. Okay, I have to figure out the divisions between the windows, because here you have 4 windows, but I don't think that's going to work here, because this width is 8. Okay, so that's going to be challenging. Let me think. Okay. So if I take... I can do 3. I think I'm just going to do 3, because that fits quite well, and then you have this space right in between. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, we'll come back down here. Let's start with these ones. Alrighty. I don't know why I grabbed that door. Actually, I do know why, but I'm not going to go that direction. So let's see. Do we want to push it back? No, I want to keep it relatively flat. 1, 2, 1, 2. And for now, I'm just going to do this. Stack 3 up. I think that is... Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. Now, I'm going to take this one. And that's already exactly like I want it. There you go. Where it's going in all 3 directions. Oh, never mind. Hold on. Stack 1 up. So I basically want it Coming out on... yeah, all sides, all sides. Stack one down. Is that... Hold on. Can I have those connecting? Is that a thing? Can I do that? Like, instead of having this little gap? I guess not. Okay. Alrighty. And then stack one. There you go. Alright. Stack one up. Boom. Easy. Okay, what do these ones look like? Alright, we're going to do the exact same thing, so that makes my life easy. Speed build. Let's see. Take that. Stack one up. Boom. Okay, that is not bad. Up top, that's going to be a little more challenging. Actually, I'm actually going to stack that up. Bring this back. Nope, not 2. So that's 45. There you go. I don't know how I feel about that, actually. Maybe I'll change this up a little bit at the top. Oh, I have an idea. Let's actually push this back by 1. And, yeah, hold on. Bear with me. Bear with me. You'll see what I'm doing. First of all, I go down here. Let's get these walls in. I'm gonna build the wall, and we're making Seattle pay for it, whether they like it or not. So get down here. Set 45, very nice. A little something like this. Nope. Come here. Where did my wand go? Set 45. There you go. Now we're rolling. All right. This is starting to look like a building. Pretty good. Okay. Still got to do this bottom part. But, okay, so we're going to indent that one in. And up here, so you have this going across. Actually, let me go out like this. I don't think that helps at all. Never mind. Okay, we're going back in here. But I think we can go here. So these are arched. This one is less of an arch than this one, but that is pretty challenging to do. So it's 2 wide. Beppis did something with theirs. Yeah, look at this. See this trick here? That's pretty cool. So essentially what you have is a stair, and then you have a button that is flat. I think you probably use the cycler tool for that. And then the windows are indented by 1 block. So I think I am also going to do that. So let me start with this. Replace 102, which is a pane, with 20, which is a full block. There you go. And 1:4. I'm surprised I got that ID right first try. And we're actually going to replace all of this with bricks. Place hand 45. Let me just clear everything out of here. I'll keep the brick. And instead of searching for it, why don't I just go down here? Let me grab this one. What do I have for buttons? Acacia. Oh, mangrove. I keep forgetting that mangrove is a thing. But, yeah, we can make that work. Alright. So that one's going to go there. And, basically I'm going to bring this out. Something like this. And I'm going to do something like this. And I could stack this, but this is very quick. So I'll do something like that. Move 1. Stack 1. Expand 2. Stack 2. Done. A little bit of World of Magic. And actually we're going to take... Hold on. That one. That one. Stack 1 down. Thank you, Beppis. See, like, if you come back here, look at that. That looks pretty good. Not too bad. Okay. So up here you do have this little, this is called a keystone. And if you take structural engineering and you learn about arches, you will know that the keystone is the most important part of an arch, because if you take this out, the entire thing falls apart. It's pretty cool. There's other stuff behind that too, but I don't know. I'll have to do some research on that. It is pretty cool. Okay, so you have this section that goes horizontally across here. And so I can do, hold on. So, okay, so you see how thin this is? So I want something like that. And then, yeah, there's a little gap there. So maybe what I'll do, I'll come down here. I will take this one here. And essentially, I'll do something like this. Now, this does go all the way across. But I kind of like that instead. I mean, I know this isn't like a perfect recreation, but I don't know. I think it looks all right. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. I will come up here, and then I will replace yellow with my hands, which is polished diorite, or 1:4. There you go. Not bad. Let's see. 155 is the ID for quartz. So I will also do that. Maybe I'll leave it on that side, just to be original. And yeah, okay, that's not looking too bad. So I have a choice now. So I did use walls right there, and I used full blocks right here. Now if I use walls also here, that means it's going to be a little bit more difficult to connect into these stairs unless I leave this one as a full block. So I don't know if I want to do that. I kind of want to keep it. I kind of do. Let's see. I don't want to go crazy with the details. Beppis did a really good job on these. So I think maybe if I leave this one as a little bit more simple, I don't know, I think it creates, like, I don't want to like overwhelm the street or anything. And Matt has got this really cool building with a whole bunch of stuff going on. So honestly, I think probably just leaving this, that should be okay. However, I have a little trick that if you're using brick, you can do this. So I like to use world edits. I know a lot of you guys use Axiom, but I'm a big world edit guy. So granite here, I like to have a mix of bricks and granite. So if I replace 45 with 45, 45, 45, granite. So what this does, I'm replacing bricks with 3 bricks and 1 piece of granite. So it's going to be 75% bricks. And see how that just changed there? 25% granite. So, and I did the same, or I don't know if I did this, but yeah, same thing here. So now it's very, very subtle. Very subtle. You really can't tell unless you zoom in and then you're like, oh yeah, it is granite. Whoa, that is way too far. But yeah, it looks a little something like that. Okay, this building is looking pretty good. So now I got to do the bottom, and I also have the back. I kind of want to just copy and paste this on the back and then change it up like ever so slightly. But yeah, maybe we'll do that, and then I kind of want to do something on this side here. I always like doing something with a little bit of orange. That's kind of nice. Something like a burnt orange almost. Nothing that's going to stick out too much. That's actually pretty decent too. I know it's not orange, but it has an orange hue. Let's see. What else you got? Come on, Minecraft. You got a whole bunch of new blocks. Help me out here. Let's see. Oh, packed mud. It's not a bad option. It's too shiny. I don't like that. Okay, so actually, let's... I don't want to change the inside too much, so I'm probably just going to go up here. So that's hands. And then there you go. That just kind of gives it a, you know, a little touch of flair. So if you're back here, it's not just, you know, a completely boring facade on the side. Does this count as the facade on the side? Or is it just the front here? I don't really know. There's Beppis. All right. So, yeah, okay. So maybe I'm going to copy that onto the back. And, oh yeah, also with this, I am going to come all the way down here. I want to include this. So I actually want to take this and hands, comma, 1. And then I'm also going to texture it ever so slightly. There you go. By ever so slightly, I mean 50-50. So if you come back here, there you go. You know, it's subtle, but you know, it's still there. So I don't know, it's pretty interesting. And also, I can get rid of that, and then just bring that all the way back. And maybe just to line that up. Let's see. So maybe I'll take that. Set hands. There you go. I love distant horizons. Look at that. Look how incredible that is. Sorry, distracted. All right. There you go. Okay. So, you get the rooftop. I'm gonna have to. I don't know if I really like that, but I don't know. I'll think about it. So, okay. Let's get this done. I can't speak English. It is a Wednesday evening. I got off work a couple hours ago, and I still need to eat. All right. So, you can see on this side that you have mailboxes right here. And that's an entrance. You have a wall, and then you have, I don't know, is this some sort of shop, maybe? I don't quite understand, because there's not really a door. Is this a door? I don't think it is. I don't know what that's for. Maybe it's not a shop. I'm not sure. But that's the skate shop that somebody requested. Also, I love New York. New York's cool. It's probably going to be a little while before I visit again, but pretty cool. Anyway, so let's do something like this. Yeah, okay. So, wait, what happened? Where'd my my thing go? Did I accidentally get rid of it? I think I did. Okay. We'll do this instead. Oh, I could do that, actually. Yeah, no, let's do that. That's a cool design. See how it's kind of the end sticking out instead? Yeah, I like that. All right. Not bad, not bad. And then we'll have something like that, so that will be the door. And there's something, nope. Maybe something like that. Nah, it doesn't look great. Okay. All right, I mean, that's not bad. So, okay, Beppis, what are you doing for this? You've got a cool design. Look at that. That is pretty interesting. Gray stained glass. I kind of want to make mine a little bit more thin, just based on that. So maybe I'll go pretty simple on this. So maybe I'll take that. Then we'll do something like this. And that one, we'll put one there. Stack 2 up. There you go. Oh, that, oh, that's not bad. I kind of want that to be more thin, so I do like this idea, actually, with the iron door. So maybe, can I do something like this? You'll see what I'm doing here in a second, hold on. So that's 1, 2, and 2. Move 2. Stack 1 up. Get rid of these. That's not bad. So okay, maybe let's actually, yeah, let's go for the double here. I broke it. Stack 2. There you go. Okay. And is that gonna break? Yeah, it definitely is. Ah, it's not what I want. Not what I want at all. So that one's over top of that one. Stack 1. And hold on. I got this. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got it. Stack 3 up. We're gonna take this. 102. North is true. South is also true. There you go. So we're gonna take that. Stack that 2. Done. There you go. And then maybe what I'm gonna do here. 1 up and down. set 155, so basically it just connects over there. There you go. All right. That looks... yeah, that's all right. It's not bad. I mean, it could be better, but whatever. It works. Let's see. There is this one too. The chiseled quartz. Let's, yeah, let's try that too. Just to, you know, keep it interesting. Okay, all right, and then actually I am gonna set this to 155, just quartz blocks. All right, there we go. So we have to hurry up and move on. I don't like how that is all like that. I don't know how that happened. And I might do this here too. Because I know it is technically random, but yeah, sometimes you just got to do that there too. Okay, get rid of everything there. All right, what do we think, Alpine? Doing good? Cool. So we have the bottom, which should technically connect into here. Honestly, instead of this being like a storefront, I think this would be cool if it's just like a whole lobby, and then maybe back here you could have, I don't know, some sort of lounge or something. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. I don't know who put that there, but I'm gonna take it out. Okay, so I am now going to no, I'm not going to copy it yet because I still have this section up here to do. That is what we call the cornice. So see how it kind of opens up there and opens up there, and then these ones are a lot smaller there. Let's think about how we're going to do that. So first of all, let's do this. That's an easy win. There you go. Hello, Mata. And let's see. So, oh yeah, there is this is a cool way to do it. So I laid out this one. I don't know if I'm going to use these buttons here, but you can do that, and you just open them up like that. Not bad. I just realized you guys can't hear my Minecraft sounds at all. Okay, is that fixed? There you go. Okay, now you can hear it. Right. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. Okay, cool. Is there anything else that I can do here? Probably. I mean, there's always something I can do. I think that looks okay, to be honest with you. All right. So let's now take this, make sure I have all of this. And we're going to come all the way up here. So that one. Actually, I'm going to expand one. And I'm going to copy, flip, and then make sure I'm on the correct one. Paste. Boom. There you go. Not bad. And then it did copy that, but that's okay. So back here, yeah, you're just going to have a little exit. But that's okay. So maybe I'll leave that like that for now. I don't quite know what's going to be back here yet. It might be kind of cool to have a little bit of an alleyway, maybe. I don't know. But maybe do that. And yeah, okay. We'll leave that for now. And then maybe back here, we'll take some of this. And then essentially just bring that down like that. There you go. Not too bad. And then, you know, just to change it up, I'm going to take these out. Yeah, you know what? Okay, I'll leave it. I'll leave it. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. So we have made some major progress here. It is still dark in here. So essentially you're going to walk in here. And then you have a nice little lobby. You have your stairs for your emergencies. And then you have your elevators, which you can go up. And then you can come out right here. And then look at that view. Look how nice that is. Another building under construction over there. But I'm curious to see what the view is from all the way up here. Not bad. Yeah. Work in progress. Cool. So we are on the edge of East Village, so you are going to see a lot of that. But if we go all the way up here, let me fix that. There you go. Pretty good view, not too bad. My render distance is at like 6 because my computer is lagging, but that's okay. All right, let's chop and get this done. So I'm gonna take some of this right here, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing. That's gonna go like that, and maybe I'll do a little something like this. So for the interior floor, we're gonna go with spruce planks. I'm gonna take some trapdoors. I like spruce trapdoors. There you go. Oops. There you go. So now if we come down here, there you go. You have that, and now I am free to change this flooring as I please. Sans hands. I'm gonna go outside so I can see. Yep. Okay. So if I do stack one up, and I can only do this because I have made the stair and elevator template identical. So now it makes it very easy to stack it up. I'm not done yet. Don't click off yet. Still got to do this roof. Let's see what's up there. You can see that all the way around, you have this little ledge here. This is called a parapet. This essentially keeps the water in and stops it from falling off the side. So if we go back here, we can see that it is already here. I think this is a little bit tall for a parapet, but that is okay. This section actually has this big area, so I am going to shape it out. So essentially, it's pretty well close to a square. There's a little section sticking out here. Oh, there's a door there. See that little staircase there? And then a little opening there as well. Okay. All right, I see. All right, so I think for this, I have already laid out some clay. So I'm going to take this one, and I'll take some glass here too. And we're going to go all the way up. And this is our elevator overrun. I'm just going to keep that like that. And let's see. So that one, it comes out a little bit and then goes back in. Okay. So I know this is not the exact same layout, but that's fine. It's fine. And I'm going to take that out there too. Sans clay. Same thing. I'm curious if I could texture this somehow. There's got to be something that could fit with. I'm thinking ahead here. I'm not going to do it just yet. So essentially what I'm looking for, I'm kind of glancing in this bottom corner. I thought, I'm like, oh, this one looks pretty similar. Yeah, that's clay. Good job, Matt. I wonder why. Let's see. No, I'll leave it for later. Let's get this done first. So again, not exactly identical, but oh well. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to replace all of this, line that up. Set hands. Set hand here as well. And then right here, just going to bring that out just by one. Make sure that lines up. Indeed, it does. Okay. And then I'm going to take this up. And I am going to add a door right here. There you go. So no staircase down because it's already at the same level. But that is okay. So it's that. Yep, that's like that. Let's change it up. This is just regular oak planks because I said so. And I can do whatever I want. Set that to 5, which is the ID. And let's see. So I'm going to use a little trick right here. Just like that. Bring that down so that you can... Nope, hold on. Is that closed? I don't think that's closed. Hold on. Let me fix that real quick. Close that, close that. That's one of the disadvantages when you are building with these trap doors. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this. So that's going to be 3. And then, yeah, a little something like that. Oh, what about, not clay. What do you call it? Packed clay? No. Packed concrete powder, maybe? Is that it? Am I thinking of a cube pack texture? I think I am. For those of you that don't know, cubed pack is a texture pack that I have built in for a long time. Yeah, you know what? That's all right. We'll leave it like that. That's fine. So I'm going to kind of freestyle the top here. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take... I'll do something like... Hold on. I'm thinking as I go here, if you could not tell. Let's see. I kind of like that one. That one's cool. Da, 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 da. So now I'm going to do something like this. I could use the fill commands, but I'm already almost done. Okay, I am running out of time. So now what I'm going to do, to change it up just a little bit, I'm going to do a little something like this. And this is not done yet. I am going to change the form of this slightly, and then I kind of want to do something down here. And in this particular case, I am not going to build HVAC, HVAC, that is your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, because I believe this was built in at probably before 1942, if I remember from the documents. And they did not have HVAC back then. So I'm not going to put it. Let's see. Maybe I'll do something like this. And then, just to keep it interesting, I'll do a little something like that as well. Okay. Now this is looking a little bit messy. I don't know if I... Let's try to simplify it here, fellas. Just a little bit. Just a touch. And then this is a little chaotic over here. But, you know what? No, I think that's alright. I think that looks cool. How's this looking? Not bad. Okay. Now let's go back to Google Maps. What else do we have? So they have... Oh, they did add some HVAC on top of here. But it's very small. It's very, very small. Oh, they have an extra floor on top of here, too, with the staircase. Should I bring the staircase up an extra one? Maybe I should. It's not a bad idea. So, move 5 up. Let's take this. Span 4 down, stack 1 up. I really hope that works. That would be nice. Oh, what is going on there? That is very tall. Hello, let me in. Alright. So did that work? It did. Yes, very nice. Okay, there you go. So, actually, I'm going to... Alright, that's fine. Maybe I'll use a different block for that, because I have not disabled physics yet. But what I'm going to do... There you go. So now this is sort of an open door onto your little patio, if you will. So what can I do for texturing before I run out of time? This is also ridiculously tall. There's not a whole lot of variation to it either, right? Like if we take a look here, it looks quite flat. I don't know what material it is. It's very difficult to tell because this picture was taken from space. So that's sticking up like that. So I'll do something like this. And, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will just do that. And then I'll bring that down by 2. I don't know, just to create some variation. I think that looks okay. And for now, okay is good enough. I am actually going to take this. Set that to 20, which is your glass. This looks ridiculous. But, that's fine. Maybe I will do this. Oh, I also have to replace that. Maybe I'll do something like that. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. That's all right. There's no guardrail or anything. Actually, I could add a guardrail before I run out of time. I gotta chop and hurry it up. There you go. That looks okay. Here you go. So now the little handle thingies are on that side. Yeah, there you go. Not bad. So we'll go back down here. And what I can do is I'm going to do the same thing I'm going to take some trapdoors and I'm just going to cover it up. A little something like this. And I would like for all the trapdoors to be the same way, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. And yeah, I mean, that looks okay. Color coordination wise, it could definitely be better. I don't need that because there's no elevator here, so whoever lives up top, no elevator for you. I could actually extend the elevator up there, but too bad. I don't care. Oh well. Up here, I am going to keep this as glass. I think that's okay. Out here, I think you could probably use a little garden, maybe. 3:1. So you have your coarse dirt and your dirt. So that's what that is. And now what I'm going to do, I don't know what kind of things you want. Hold on. Farmlands. Place 0. Potatoes. Age 7. There you go. So now you're growing some potatoes. And then this is just a little pathway. And I'm going to take a chest. I'm going to take one of this. You know what? You can have an iron one. I'm going to take one of these because that is important. I'm also going to give you a crafting table because in this map it is going to be used as an adventure map. Now what I'm going to do is do a little something like that. And that's going to go right there. Okay, maybe you'd like a little barbecue too. So I'm going to build you a tiny little barbecue. And I have 1 minute and 45 seconds before I hit my time limits. How do I build a barbecue? I'm going to take a slab. And what else am I going to do? What do you call it? Not a trapdoor. What's the name of the other thing? The pressure plate. I knew that. There you go. A little something like that. And actually, you know what? Nah, I don't want that. Now we'll get rid of that too. And maybe we'll leave those two floating there. A little something like that. And poor Nemo goes right there. Oh, I got 50 seconds. Okay. So I could definitely furnish the inside of this, but I am not going to because clearly I am out of time. I may come back later and do it. Who knows? I did not know you could do that. What is going on there? Okay, so I'm going to take a pot with that. Move one. There you go. Little something like that. And then on the back here, I don't know. Might be able to have... Oh, I'm at 3, 2, 1. Alright, fellas. That's it.